All right, this Tale of the Tape brought to you by Modelo Especial, brewed with the fighting spirit since 1925. Zabit Magomedsharipov, 27 years old. Brandon Davis is 28. Zabit, the taller man by a few inches. Both fighters weighing in at 146 pounds. Slightest of reach advantages with the Dagestani Zabit Magomedsharipov. Here now, Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC featherweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, a mixed martial artist holding a professional record, 9 wins, 4 losses. He stands 5 feet 10 inches tall, weighing in at 146 pounds. Fighting out of the Ironville, Mississippi, Brandon Killer B. Davis. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, a mixed martial artist holding a professional record, 15 wins, 1 loss. He stands 6 feet 1 and 1/2 inches tall, weighing in at 146 pounds. Fighting out of Dagestan, Russia, Zabit Magomedsharipov. The action begins. Our referee in charge, Jacob Montalvo.
Jacob Montalvo, second main card assignment for him. Brittany Palmer with us tonight. Ariane Celeste, Vanessa Hansen in the building as well. And so is Zabit Magomedsharipov. Tonight's fight clock brought to you by Modelo Especial, brewed with the fighting spirit. Since 1925, Magomedsharipov is in white, Brandon Davis is in black.
Is tonight the night that the buffer fist bump curse takes a dump? I mean, we'll Diego did it earlier, got the victory. Brandon Davis just did it again. Can he go 2-0? Can the bump go 2-0 in one night?
I guess we'll see.
Do you have overall stats on the buffer?
I'm compiling them, Joe.
And you submit them to your bookie?
Zabit working off the jab here early. So hard to know what's coming. A lot of spinning attacks.
But again, Brandon Davis is a very solid professional fighter, and you're seeing that right away. He's feinting, he's moving, he's switching stances, he's throwing good combinations, he's giving Zabit a lot to think about, and so far Zabit has not timed him.
He hasn't thrown anything yet.
Not much.
Yeah,
he's figuring it out.
Yeah, he's trying to figure it out, almost piece it together what's happening. Crazy thing is, Brandon Davis has been taken out 14 times in 3 UFC fights. Zabit has scored 17 takedowns. So we are all like taken back by his striking, but it's his wrestling too, his ability to mix everything up that has people excited.
His beautiful trips too. That's some of the things that are most impressive about him, is the way he sets them up. He'll hop in like he's about to do a kick and then complete it with a trip. Yeah, there's such a wild skill set.
That was the first thing Davis acknowledged when we sat down with him on Thursday. Also said, though, that he didn't feel like Magomedsaripov's jiu-jitsu was phenomenal, so felt like maybe he'd have some advantages there. We'll see.
Ooh. He stunned him with that jab.
But these Mississippi guys are not intimidated by these fight atmospheres. You can be sure. Davis, the first UFC fighter this year to make 4 appearances.
And that's a big factor as well, right? Because he's real loose. He's been fighting a lot. And because of that, he's used to the experience. He's in great shape. And he's comfortable being inside the octagon. It looks good so far.
Zabit's almost switching stances on every kick. Watch the kicks. Davis throws a kick. He lands it partially, and then Zabit changes. He's almost changing stance on his attacks.
Well, he landed a good counter left hook there off the leg kick of Brandon Davis, but that leg kick landed.
And Davis did say he wanted to force a lot of stance switches out of Zabit.
There's that trip attempt, but it failed. He tried to hop in sideways like he's done in the past. He's excellent at that.
And on Thursday, Brandon Davis said, oh, I remember that trip. He said, we actually trained to try to stop it. And in the first attempt, he sure did. He stopped it.
And he looked at him like, I know what you're doing.
He's doing a good job of pressuring him. Yeah, he's doing a good job of pressuring Zabit.
He looks good on his feet, too. Like what he's doing. Oh, stunning left hook.
Got to be careful.
Another left hand lands for Magomedsharipov, but if you're Brandon Davis, you probably take these first 3 minutes.
Well, as we said coming into this fight, he's a giant underdog. No one expects him to win other than maybe his camp.
And he's fighting well.
Fighting
He landed
very
a lot of kicks.
He looks loose, too. He looks loose. He's throwing a lot of feints. There's a lot of movement. He's giving Zabit a lot to process.
Nice stick on the jab and a right hand from Zabit.
That was a very good right hand by Zabit. Good inside leg kick by Zabit, and then switches stance. You know, constantly switching. And he can fight just as well from either position. Right leg forward or left leg. Look at that. Jump switch kick.
And by the time you get Magomedsharipov out of your mouth, Davis had landed an uppercut moments ago, but now the grappling game.
Out of nowhere. Misses a punch, and Zabit timed it perfectly.
And ducked right under it.
Yep.
Brandon's doing a good job of pushing those hands down. Get that elbow back inside. He's got to find a way to get his elbow back inside.
Under 30 seconds to go in the round. Back elbow landed for Davis. Now he lands.
Davis right back up to his feet, though.
And that takes a lot of energy. If you're Zabit, you got to lift the man. You got to take the man down. You expect some top control. Davis did a good job of getting back up to his feet. It's a big action, but it seems wasted because you don't get to control your opponent.
Look at that. Oh, beautiful left hook to the body.
Entertaining first round between Davis and Magomedsharipov. Tonight's Corner Cam brought to you by Body Armor. Make the switch to Body Armor, the official sports drink of UFC.
Round,
Try
brother.
their new UFC flavor,
Yeah.
Octagon Orange, exclusively available at 7-Eleven.
Keep that same pace you had in the very beginning, all right? He can't handle you, okay? You stay on that leg, all right? That leg, those low leg kicks are a fucking game changer, all right? You're doing perfect too by switching to that body kick when you switch to southpaw.
Low kicks look good.
Yeah.
Hey, you won that round.
Hey, take some deep breaths in your nose, out your mouth.
As soon as he gets close enough to the clinch, move. Don't let him clinch with you. Fuck that.
Yeah.
I like the pressure though on the cage.
Yeah. Listen,
Perfect pressure, just moving back. He didn't like it. He was trying to look confident. He didn't like it. You're looking good, man.
Good job.
Really good.
You know, the language barrier is such that sometimes you don't know if Zabit feels the pressure, right? But if you take him at his word, he doesn't feel the pressure being a minus 1,400 favorite walking in here tonight.
No, he feels like this is where he belongs. He said even though Brandon Davis is a last-minute opponent change, he said he wasn't worried about him at all. But I think after that first round and all those leg kicks he took, you better start to respect Brandon Davis.
And Davis threw another couple of good leg kicks. And Zabit jumps on his back one more time.
Now this up against the fence is where Davis told us he did not want to be.
Uh-oh. Zabit's on his back.
Davis was very confident in his takedown defense in the open. He said that he's only been taken out once in the open by someone in the UFC. So a lot of the takedowns come from by the fence, like you said, Johnny. Right now, Zabit's got his back up against the fence.
And he gets the takedown.
And his ground control is absolutely outstanding. Davis getting warned for interlocking his toes in the fence there.
Davis is, the way he's getting up, he's leaving a lot of space. Like he's pushing off and trying to get up, but he's leaving the opening for Zabit to grab hold of him again.
Said he thought Zabit's wrestling was phenomenal. He just didn't think his jiu-jitsu and his top control was all that impressive. And I think that's why you see him just turning to his knees and trying to get up when he gets taken down and not worry about the submission attempts.
And Davis's first martial art was Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Founded Jiu-Jitsu club when he was a student at Mississippi State University at 20 years old.
Well, this has been a lot of control in this round by Zabit, even if it hasn't been effective in terms of like doing too much damage.
Yes.
And Davis he's got to do something different here. He's got to separate. He's got to make something happen because he's giving this round away. And Zabit's got him down.
Because he's got him in a 2-on-1 armbar there. So all the weight fell on the shoulder. Davis has got to do a better job of clearing that wrist.
Davis forced to eat a couple left-handed as he makes his way back to his feet. We'll see for how long.
He's got that 2-on-1 there. Davis needs to reach under and use his right hand as like a crowbar to pop it off. He's got to reach under, grab his own wrist, and pop it off, or he's going to be stuck here.
Ooh,
He's taking some big shots.
Real big right hands here. But Davis back up to his feet. He's got to separate. Now he's got a chance. Separate.
He's going to get thrown here, man. He's got to be careful.
And he's straight.
You hear his corner. Watch the throws. Watch the throws.
Good kick there, but look at that. Good return kick.
Zabit doesn't give you a whole lot of time to reset. Just over 2 minutes here to go round 2. There's just such a fluidity. Just mixes everything so seamlessly.
Got him with it.
You got him.
And he got his wrist again. Look at that. 2-on-1. Reaching across. Now he's trying to get his legs in.
He's got both hooks now. He's got that back mount. And Davis is in a lot of trouble here. That arm's going under the chin.
Yeah. He's got to attack that hand. If you're Davis, you got to be attacking that hand right now.
Zabit exercising some patience here, softening Davis up.
He's going to shake him off.
This happens again.
Oh, look at this.
Oh, he's got him in a banana split.
Oh, man. Same arm bar. Or same knee bar, rather.
Look at that.
Davis
Davis.
2 in 1 UFC. That is insane. That is insane. We've had one ever in the history of the UFC. 2 in a night.
Just when you thought you have seen it all, twice tonight, Mark Henry lofts Zabit Magomedsharipov in the air. 4-0 in the UFC. 3 of those wins by way of submission for the oncoming featherweight force, Zabit Magomedsharipov.
Incredible. What are the odds?
Minus 1,400.
That is crazy.
All right, let's take
the
a
odds
look.
are way greater that that happens.
Right.
2 in a UFC. If you had to put a bet on that.
This replay brought to you by Nemiroff, bold character since 1872.
There's that beautiful trip that he loves. And then once he got him on the ground and got his back, look how he ducks under, grabs a hold of the leg, drops him, and extends that knee bar. That is the less painful version of it. Cody Stamen got the sideways one from Aljo. The sideways one sucks. But this one's not fun either. And the way he got it, he hung in there for a little bit. You see him just trying not to tap. Man. But this is a hamstring ripper, and he just couldn't take it anymore.
He wasn't going anywhere.
Man, so impressive.
Yeah, he was in for the night.
Well, Kenny Robertson did it at UFC 157. He's got to be sitting somewhere in the Midwest thinking, you got to be kidding me.
Yes, for sure.
The official decision brought to you by Metro PCS. Get knockout coverage of the UFC on a network that covers 99% of people in the UFC.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Jacob Montalvo has called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 46 seconds of round number 2. Declaring the winner by submission due to a knee bar, Zabit Magomedsharipov.
All right, I'm here with the winner, Zabit Magomedsharipov. First of all, congratulations on another spectacular victory. It is so insane to see 2 of those knee bars in a night from the back mount. There's only been 1 ever in the history of the UFC. 2 in a night now.
В первую очередь поздравляем тебя с этой замечательной победой. И это было очень удивительно, ведь за один вечер 2 одинаковых болевых приема на колено. Что ты скажешь про это?
Спасибо большое за поздравления. Мы с моим тренером, с Рикардо Алмейдой, до этого, когда готовились именно, мы видели, что он спину отдавал, и мы над этим работали. Он говорил, что у меня в грэпплинге проблемы. Я хотел доказать, что у меня везде все хорошо.
Well, thank you very much. First of all, that's the job of my coach, Ricardo Almeida. We've been working on this back in the gym. And my opponent keeps saying that I have a problem with the grapplings, and I just trying to prove him that I don't have any problems with my grappling.
Now, you stepped into this fight on very short notice because your opponent fell out, and it's very difficult to find fighters willing to face you at this point in your career. Is that frustrating to you?
Твой оппонент выбыл на очень коротком уведомлении, и тяжело для тебя найти соперника. Это тебя как-то расстраивает?
Меня вначале расстроило, что за уже очень мало времени осталось до турнира. что они не найдут мне замену. Спасибо руководству UFC и моему сопернику, что принял бой. Я надеюсь, я залечу свои травмы. Это спорт, всякое бывает, никто не застрахован от травм.
Well, of course, I was frustrated and I was worried that the UFC won't be able to find me an opponent. But I want to say thanks to matchmakers, they found an opponent. I want to say to Brendan that he took this fight. And I hope Yair Rodriguez is going to heal up soon and come back.
Well, we would love to see you again against the top contender. And congratulations on another outstanding victory.
Хотим тебя поздравить и надеемся увидеть тебя как можно быстрее в октагоне.
Thank you. Chad Mendes, let's go!
Chad Mendes, let's go.
Chad Mendes, you heard it. Zabit, ladies and gentlemen, Zabit Magomedsharipov.